Well, it's time to check electrical. See what works and what doesn't. So let's get this show on the road, shall we? So we're picking up on working on the 73 Astro, affectionately known as BlueJay. Last video we took the valve covers off. Well, we got the cab tilted, replaced the hydraulic hose, got the cab tilted, got the valve covers off, and discovered that 5 of the 8 injectors were stuck. So rather than unstick them and take a chance on them sticking again, we just got some new ones. I had a buddy that had some, so we're going to be putting those in soon. But in the meantime, doing some sprucing up tonight. So let me show you where we're at here. The only reason I'm showing you everything is because you guys asked, said show it all. So here's where we're at. Still did some more power washing tonight. Get some more of the green grime off, and you can still see it's hard to get everything, but I'll get it after about 3 or 4 tries. So what we're doing here is I had some newer mud flap hangers hanging around because hanging around, get it? Mud flap hangers. Anyways, I had these from when I had my first truck, the white, and I used them for a while, and then I took them off because we used some chrome 3-light ones on the white. So these were hanging around the attic, so I cleaned them up, and this is kind of how they looked. So I'm going to finish cleaning this one up, sand it, prime it, and paint it black. And of course, you know, if you're hanging mud flap hangers, you gots to have mud flaps. So I ordered some black poly mud flaps, and I did some graphics on them. So these are going to be the mud flaps, and I will get up there, there'll be reflectors, aluminum reflectors going across, and then I'll hang them. So now I know what's coming next. You guys are going to say, hey, I'd like to get a pair of those mud flaps. Well, here's the deal. Poly mud flaps are just that. They're a poly material, and it's kind of like a cutting board. If you guys are familiar with that white cutting board material, that's kind of the texture. Only it's a little bit smoother for the mud flaps, but still, it's kind of like a non-stick surface. So I use high performance vinyl, which is the best adhesive you can get, and I heat it up. I clean it real good with alcohol, and I adhere my graphics. Now I did this before with the white, and you had to be careful. You definitely didn't want to put the power washer across it, and you still had to be careful even scuffing across it to wash them. So we're going to see how these last, and if some of you guys are still interested, I can give you the decals. I can send you decals. I won't do the whole mud flaps because that just gets into a shipping thing, and you can order these mud flaps all day long on Amazon. Wasn't a whole lot. And if you guys are interested in knowing the facts of how that material works, I will sell, you know, some of those GMC graphics if you're interested. So that's about all I'm doing tonight. Some sprucing up. Did get this wheel cover looking nice. Now I got to get it black behind it. You know, lots of painting to do. Started whittling away at the bumper with some chrome cleaner. You can tell over here. Have not got there yet. But over here we got some of that and got rid of some steel wool and got rid of a lot of rust. Still got more to go. I think I can get more. So yeah, we'll get that. And then this side, of course, I started on that, and that one's looking good. Got to get the bottom yet. Just been playing around a little bit. Cleaned here, all sand and wire brush and sand, all that. This has to replace, this elbow has to be replaced, obviously. And the weird thing about it is that this side had a, not that one, but it had a cover on it. It had a bucket on it. And it's the side that rusted out in the elbow. I don't get it. That side didn't have one, and it didn't rust out, so go figure. Also, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this wet line. So if you guys are looking for a wet line, I might part with that. So let me know if you're interested. We'll figure that out. So I got a little chrome cleaned up today. I'm going to clean up what I can and then replace what I can't get cleaned up. So the transformation continues. So stick around town. So these are aluminum light bezels and they look pretty crappy. So we're going to use a special product on it. You guys will probably know what this is. And if some of that rust doesn't come off, I've got fine grade steel wool that helps boost it. But this is kind of coming clean. I'm very pleased so far. And I think one of the reasons this is coming so clean, this side was facing east. So the truck was headed east and the back was to the west. 200% better than what it was, and I will get those screws. I'll take them out and I'll clean all that. See, here's the faded look. There's the polished look. Yeah, definitely an improvement. Today is rebadging day. Not rebadging, just badging. The most important thing to get on here, in my opinion. Check it out. Sure you like those? Yeah, I think it's kind of important. Gotta have some nice mud flaps. And there again, we're gonna keep it kind of stock looking. I'm gonna order new square lights for it. Of course, that'll all be dressed up right there. But yeah, I want to keep it kind of looking factory, or period correct is the more accurate term. Period correct. What was available when this truck in '73 was out, and how would a guy that bought a nice new '73 Astro dress it up? I think that's kind of the stance that I'm going to take towards this. I'm back on a Saturday, trying to do a little sprucing up. I go to put the cab up, and bingo, another hydraulic line bursts, which is common. We're used to this kind of stuff, right guys? Old trucks, hydraulic lines go the minute you try to pump up the cab. So here's line number 2 I've had to replace. The first one was down here, went right up to the cab lock. So today I'm pumping, I got it up about 6 inches, and this one burst right on the bottom. So that one goes down to a T. So anyway, got her fixed. Cab is up. Starting the process of the old wire brush on all the nasty. But you'll be amazed at how well this will all clean up once I get her wire brushed and get some fresh paint on stuff. I mean, obviously some things can't be fixed. They can just be doctored up, but as long as it's still solid, I'm good with it. We're alright. This will be replaced because it rusted down on the bottom. So all this will get wire brushed and cleaned up. The intake tube, all this. This is the first step, using the wire brush. Then I'll use like a nylon brush with soap suds and water and get the rest off. So got a lot of work cut out for me here. but it'll all come off. So the news on the injectors is I got 5 locally and 3 more are on their way. Billy Parker helped me out, and then a buddy in Geneva, so I've got all 8 of those. I've got valve cover gaskets, gauges, the double stop gauges. So we're getting there. It's going to be fired up pretty soon. And if everything follows through, I have a brand new front bumper for it. Oh, I gotta show you this bumper. Anyways, here's the one that's on it. Not bad, but you know, kind of yucky. But looky in here. Look at this bad boy. Yeah. Someone approached me at the last show about this one, and I got all excited and I told him, yeah, I want it. He just said it was an Astro, brand new bumper, still in the paper. It's still got the GM part number sticker on the back, and I got it. Well, didn't get it home, but once I saw it, I knew it was the newer style, which won't fit on the older Astros. It will fit on the Brigadier, as far as I know. So I have a buddy that spoke for it. When I put it up, some of you guys saw it, I put it on Marketplace, and I should have talked to him first because I knew he'd want it, but I just wasn't thinking when I did it. So anyways, got that taken care of, so he did get it. And to you guys that responded, thank you. Sorry about that. I wouldn't have done it if I had been paying attention. But so anyways, that one's sold, and I have a 73 or early 70s chrome one that I have to go pick up next week, and it's supposed to be, by the pictures, as nice as the one inside there, and it'll replace this one, so I'm excited about that. Also located some doors, a couple driver doors, both this one, whoops, cracker box is in there, but anyways, both Astros need driver's doors because this is what they do when you put a steel door on a aluminum cab. I don't know why they did that, but they went to fiberglass later. So I don't know who stinking thinking that was, but so all of the driver's doors on most of the old Astros are bad. Well, it's time to check electrical. See what works and what doesn't. So we got headlights, we got clearance lights. I think the ground is all good on those. And in the cab, we've got gauge lights, which I cleaned these. All those gauges are working. These are working, but they're not very bright. So I'll get into there and mess with those when the time comes. I mean, they work. Turn signals, nope. They work in here, but they don't work outside. But they do indicate in here, so that's good. I've got lights when I turn on accessories. Low air, low oil, cool. And we have a working, functioning CB. Dome light works. You guys will not believe how much that freaking hydraulic line cost. They are god-awful expensive. I'm not going to say, but it's ridiculous. And I expect 4 or 5 more. Because that system is made up of, I think, about 6 lines. Something like that. So, got that on. Got the cab tilted. Did a lot of wire brushing and steel wool. A lot of cleaning that way. And did just a little bit of silver painting on some things after I got them the best they're going to be. So, that's where we're at today, the end of a Saturday. A lot of cleaning and checking out the electrical. I'm mildly pleased. So that's where we're at. It's a little Saturday update. So if you like what you see, please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, keep the hammer down, safe and sound.